So let's start with corruption. And so this is the first one. And really just to make sure that we're kind of wrapping our arms around everything that when we think corruption, that we're not, getting a blind spot here. It's really, they've got a pretty broad term here. It's any misappropriation of public funds, bribery, other types of corruption that might be involved. And so keep in mind, a lot of times corruption is going to overlap with organized crime and sanctions evasion. So in a little bit, we're going to talk about some of the alerts that we received a few years ago related to sanctions evasion, because that really focused in on the corruption element here. But also, keep in mind, even though a lot of our guidance, so if you go back last few years, and you read through the guidance, and even if you read through the FinCEN exam manual, a lot of it speaks in terms of foreign corruption, which, of course, that's something that we should be paying attention to. And we do have a lot of guidance, and chances are your program has already been updated in response to some of the guidance that came out, really specifically tailoring it towards foreign corruption. But you need to keep in mind, there's also domestic corruption. That's also something you should be considering as well. For instance, politically exposed persons. You can't have a fully in-depth discussion about your corruption risk unless you fully appreciate who your politically exposed persons are and what those relationships might be. Okay. If you look at the guidance, and if you look at like FinCEN's, the exam manual or the FFIEC exam manual, they exclusively speak in terms of foreign politically exposed persons. Okay. That's all the guidance even talks about. In fact, it specifically says that's the way that they conduct their analysis. You need to keep in mind, though, that domestic politically exposed persons are a thing. They do exist. Just because our guidance didn't speak in terms of domestic PEPs, that is still a risk that's out there, and it all falls under this corruption umbrella. So that could be a blind spot that potentially your program might have, especially if you're relying on the guidance that we had before we modernized our AML programs. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. So that might be something that you pay closer attention to going forward.